We're live.
Okay, day 3, possibly the deciding day, of the test match. We will get a clear idea by the end of this day which side the test match is swinging. If England get a handy first innings lead, England will take control from there on, dominate from there on, call the shots. India will have to play catch up. No one's saying that India can't save it, but if India concede a big first innings lead, it will all be about India trying to play catch up. By the way, you guys are seeing the other side of Lords because Gargi was really, finding it difficult to set it up the other side because it's very dark and the sun comes straight there. So at time to time, we will actually show you the gate. We can turn it around. We're right opposite the Grace Gate. So that's the main gate. You can actually give people an understanding and a sense.
So the only reason why we're standing like this is because when we do this, our faces are completely dark and you can't actually see us unless we come here.
We can.
Can you bring that? Okay. We do it at the edge of the pavement, and I think this works because now
And people won't disturb us here also.
we're not
Or
dark.
rather, we will not disturb anybody here.
True.
The other side, because people won't even if a car comes and parks, that's quite okay.
And the gate is right behind us, so this works for us perfectly. You can.
As long as Neil gives us a thumbs up that
I think we're fine.
the internet is okay, I think we are good.
I think we're good. I think this is good. This is better than what we were doing for the past 2 days for some reason. Super good. These are
Super good, Neil says.
Great.
Yeah, so the point that I was trying to make, thoda sa upar karoge, because I'm just not able to see this. Yeah. This height difference is slightly problematic, but that's okay.
And you're also standing on the taller side.
No, you come this side. No, it's not.
Adjustments
Yeah,
that
it's
we have to- See, it's actually better because that one was lower than this.
just don't want to fall. The point that I was trying to make is pretty clear. Day 3 will be a deciding day in the sense, just a little bit this side.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the thing that I was trying to make is if India concedes a handy lead, which is a possibility, then England call the shots from there on. England will not relent. They'll take control of the match, set it up. Time will be a bit of a factor, but they will call the shots on day 5, as Joe Root said. This pitch is not going to be easy. There will be uneven bounce. It has quickened up a bit on day 2. It will not quicken up that much, maybe a tad, but England will also use spin. Joe Root and Shoaib Bashir both will come into play. Obviously, the faster bowlers, Jofra Archer bowling at 92, 93 with indentations and uneven bounce can be maddening. So all of a sudden, you will see the entire focus shifting towards England closing it out and India trying to hang in. All of this changes if India sort of competes on day 3 and gets close to the English first innings total with some good batting effort. If India comes close, say about 350, if India comes close, all of a sudden the match opens up. Because England will also know that this Indian bowling attack with the 2 spinners on day 4 can be a real handy attack. Because Washington Sundar getting that angle, Ravindra Jadeja to the right-handers, Jasprit Bumrah always a handful, Siraj and Akashdeep. So beautifully set up in that sense. Day 3, in many, many ways, match is heading.
Oh, absolutely. I think this is one of the most important days that you could possibly have in this test match. I would say that India is on a bit of a back foot at the moment because you've lost your 2 best batters. You've lost a Yashasvi Jaiswal who could have given you an aggressive innings at the top. You've lost a Shubman Gill who could have actually, with KL Rahul, steadied the ship. If he had batted today and if he hadn't gotten out yesterday, I would have said, and you made this point as well, that we would have said that India is still in control. But you've lost Shubman Gill, who is capable of scoring big runs, who is capable of scoring 100, 150, 200, but he's not there anymore. And KL Rahul is possibly the only batter who can bat for very, very long, bat for the entire day, and the rest of the batters can revolve around him. And they will have to aggress a little bit at this point because you don't have the runs on the scoreboard. You've lost too many wickets already in the first, in the last session that you batted. So really, it's about, like you said, it's about getting you try to make sure that you don't let England enforce that follow on, and then
No, follow on is not happening because it's 32 more runs. 42
so
more
that's
runs.
that's not
the
happening.
case. But the
That's
point
not
is,
the happening at all.
even with this heat, England would not do that because England would come out and put
Bowl
the runs
again,
on the
yeah.
board and get India on day 5, because day 5 the wicket will be at its worst. They will take all of the advantage with the scruffing up and the roughing up and the patches and everything and come hard at India. I don't see India folding up. The question is, this
Can
will be
they?
how close can they get? I don't see India folding up, especially with the fact that the point that we were both discussing yesterday, this ball is 43 overs old. Now, if it's 43 overs old, 37 overs with this old ball, nobody, I mean, I don't see even a Jofra Archer being able to run through India with the old ball.
No, not at all.
So keeping that in mind, and India's tail isn't bad either. I mean, in the last test match, you saw a partnership between Jadeja and Gill. You saw a partnership between Washington Sundar and Gill. So there's no reason why such partnerships will not happen. And by the way, England got to that score because of the 116 runs that was added by the three late order batters.
Dryden Cast half century.
270, 3 for 7. 270, 3 for 7 is when Jasprit Bumrah got Chris Wokes out. At that point in time, we were thinking one more down and 300 all out.
Yeah.
So, and that's what could have happened had KL Rahul picked up that catch.
Yeah.
So from 273 for 7, England went up to 387. So that means 115 more runs added for the last 3 batters. That's exactly what tilted the balance in favor of England. India needs to do that.
India needs to do that, and now
I'll just get
I'll
just get the shades from because of the sun.
The point that I was making was all the net sessions that you had of the lower batting order, the net sessions of Jasprit Bumrah going out to bat. Washington Sundar is obviously a pretty good batter, but the rest of the bowlers, the fact that we saw, in the past 2 test matches as well, and in the practice sessions leading up to this match, the bowlers having a separate net session, all that should come to use. All that should come to use now, because you need as many lower order contributions at this point as you possibly can have. Remember, I know we haven't mentioned Nitish Kumar Reddy in this, as we talk about these contributions, these middle lower order contributions. He disappointed us with in Edgbaston with that poor shot, that poor judgment, and then after that, I don't think you should take that innings into account, because he was told to bat aggressively. 2 balls. I think he played only 2 balls and got out. I wouldn't take that too seriously. But now's the time for Nitish Kumar Reddy to also stand up to the challenge. He did that in Sydney.
Always in Australia. Perth, he got runs. First innings, he got that late order of 35-40. In every test match in Australia, he got runs.
Back-to-back 40s.
Yeah, plus 100.
And that century at the end. So Nitish Kumar Reddy can bat. He can
Melbourne
bat
100.
very, very well. That Melbourne 100 was phenomenal. And you know what? Think about it. It was a similar setup. You had lost your top order batters early, and Nitish Kumar Reddy really was the only person at that point who could score big runs, and he did. Once again, the game is set up like that. If Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul steady the ship, get a strong foundation laid, Nitish Kumar Reddy can come in and actually score another one of those hundreds that could possibly take.
Lord's 100. Wow. I mean,
Nitish Kumar.
I like Gargi's optimism. I've got to say that's one thing that sort of defines people for me. And honestly, I like it. 2 things I agree, 2 things I disagree. The first thing I disagree, she spoke about the lower order batters having a net session. That is correct fact. However, her optimism about our lower order batters, Mohammad Siraj, Jasprit Bumrah and Akashdeep, then who? बाकी तो बैटर ही है आपका.
आपके बैटर ही है, but मैं बोल रही हूँ अगर you have right now Rishabh and KL out there in the middle.
These guys though are capable of good runs.
Listen to me, they make good runs. Then you have a Mohammad Siraj, Akashdeep coming in and hitting 30-40 runs. Come on, that helps.
No, of course it helps.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, it helps. But Jasprit Bumrah yesterday in the press conference made that point that one of the most enduring matches to him stays that partnership with Mohammad Shami, where he said, मैंने batting से match जिताया था, वो मेरा अच्छा memory है.
And Akashdeep partnership
in Australia.
Yes.
But such things happen once in a blue moon. I don't see
a blue moon.
Correct. But I don't see Jofra Archer, and by that time you have the new ball. Okay.
Yeah, they won't let you stay.
35 overs done. Jofra Archer with the new ball against a Mohammad Siraj and an Akashdeep scoring 30-40 runs.
Bundle up.
I will buy Gargi whatever she wants today. from any designer store on Regent Street.
I'm going to ask for a property.
Perfume.
For property.
Property. That is a bit too much on St. John's Wood. But anything else, we'll sort it out. But honestly, against the new ball, Jofra Archer, Chris Wokes, even a Bryden Carr, Sir Mohammad Sirajan and Akashdeep standing up is a real wish list. That I disagree with. What I do agree with is Nitish Reddy. I don't agree with the 100. But I'm
not saying he's going to go out to get 100. I'm saying it is set up like that once again.
Yes, but you know, the point here is Nitish Reddy needs to put a price, and Nitish Reddy can actually bat straight. He has the technique to bat out even against the new ball. So this innings has a very set formula now. If KL Rahul gets out, this innings will get really problematic. It has to be KL Rahul who will have to play the Joe Root innings, maybe longer, because Joe Root was out for 104. If KL Rahul goes on to get some more, maybe 125, 130, which means another 70, 80 runs from here, you will see at least 100 runs scored at the other end. Because the batters that you have, a Rishabh, a Jadeja, a Reddy and a Washington will score more runs the other end when KL holds it. So the way India has to go about it is, first things first, this is the old ball. This is 43 overs old. It will not do much for the next 37. Make use of the 37 overs. Try and make, and England will, from around 65-ish or maybe 67, 68 overs, you will see England rush through the overs, because they will want to get to that second new ball and unleash Archer again and get a Stokes in again. That is your chance. Your chance will be that period in that 12, 13 overs to try and capitalize and get 60, 70. If India plays well, this will be a real strategic battle out there at Lord's today. If India manages to calibrate well, time themselves well, get in and make the most of the little windows of cricket, that's Test cricket for you. You have to cash in when the opportunity comes. Boom, go. So that's what it is. Sachin Tendulkar, who will be here at the MCC box today for the first session again, Sachin keeps saying this, that when you have to understand when is your time in Test cricket. That's when you score. It's, by the way, when you defend, that is also aggression, because you are putting a price on your wicket. It's not as if your defending means you're not aggressive enough or you're not showing intent enough. You are. Like in the last half an hour of play yesterday, KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant, that was as much intent as anything else.
England team has arrived.
Must have gone inside only.
Yeah.
But that the point that we are trying to make, it's a crazy day, because unlike day one kind of sets it up. Day two, again, you suss it out. This is a defining day. Day three will be the defining day of this Test match, according to me. End of the day, England into bat has to happen. If England is in control and gets 200 or so lead, then India playing catching up. I will be very, let's put it this way, I will be very, very surprised if India manages to save it from there on. On the other hand, if India gets close, this match is set up and England will start to feel the pressure, because India has a good bowling attack for this pitch on the second innings.
Absolutely. And you know what? I can't help but think, with the way that the series is set up at the moment, you have an Edgbaston where you dominated every single session except that one session where Jamie Smith took it away and scored a lot of runs. Except those two sessions, I think India dominated every single session. Now, at that point in that game, you had the upper hand heading into every single day. That's not the same anymore. So
it won't be in a test series.
And of course, it won't be in a test series.
Plus,
right
you lost
now,
the toss.
You lost the toss. The odds are, you lost the last two tosses as well,
Yeah,
but
you
they
got-
were good tosses to lose. Now, for the first time in this series, you bowled first, and England did score a few too many runs.
60 runs too many.
You let the tail wag. You dropped to Jamie Smith. So there were a lot of once again there were a lot of mistakes. But heading into this game, heading into this day, you are on the back foot. Now, if India are able to, and a young Shubman Gill leading this side is able to turn it around, I think it will be way more impressive than what they did at Edgbaston.
Yeah, I understand what she's trying to say. That, sort of under the cosh, making a statement is fantastic. I mean, when you take control and you not let the opposition kind of come back, that's one side of the story. The other side of the story is when you are under the pump. India is. When you are under the pump, you show resilience, you show courage, you show bravery, you show fight,
And
you
you
show
turn
all
it
of it,
around.
and then you make it back.
Yeah.
Is a different set of skills again. And I do think India has that. Somebody like a Rishabh Pant, I don't know how bad it is, but with the pain, we have seen far too many tales of people standing up with pain, and Rishabh is one of those characters, gutsy to the core. Look, someone who has come back with that medical miracle knows what pain is. His pain threshold when he was starting to walk. You ask Dinshaw Padiwala and he will tell you this man's pain threshold is way more than mere mortals. This man's pain threshold, when he was told he can't walk,
Mental will.
he was told he can't walk.
Yeah.
He was told this, forget about playing cricket, you can't walk. And he said, how long are you giving me? 15 months. Starts walking in 7. How long are you giving me to come back? 18 months. Comes back in 12. So Rishabh Pant's pain threshold is abnormal. And he will know. He will know that he has to bring that out. What is a finger? He was talking about life. It was about life and death. He made it back.
His knee was gone.
Gone.
Every single
Was
muscle gone. He made a comeback from there. He's wicket keeping every single day, and then in the practice sessions he's going extra hard. It's not like in the practice sessions he's not coming to practice and taking a rest between the matches. No, he's coming to every single practice session except one.
वो तो ठीक है, वो तो optional है.
हाँ, वो तो optional था. But every single session he's there, he's training extra hard and he's working extra hard on his wicket keeping. While the rest of the and I think the practice sessions are set in such a way that while the rest of the batters get their 1 or 2 hours in, Rishabh Pant is actually out there in some other area working on his wicket keeping skill. Every single practice
Center
session he's
wicket.
doing
He does that in the center wicket. He did that in Edgbaston also. We've showed you
Did
with
that
the
in-
tennis ball
yeah.
and with that barricade and all of that, and tries to take as many catches and tries to do all those drills. But the point that both of us are trying to make here is Rishabh Pant, despite the pain threshold, despite the pain, his pain threshold is so high, he will not flinch. He will absolutely not flinch, come what may.
Yeah.
My only thing is Jofra will come hard, and when it comes and hits, boom, that's when how much pain is he under? Yes, there will be painkillers and injections
it's his
and all that.
bottom hand.
It's his left hand, yes, and
Yeah.
that's the point that one has to see, because a 93-4 mile an hour ball coming and hitting.
Yeah, the impact is so hard that it shakes your. And when you've got swelling and a lot of bruising, and I'm guessing that's what Rishabh Pant is going through. You know, you get really bad sprains and your finger swells up to double its size, and that's what I'm guessing Rishabh Pant has. When that impact hits you, it hurts so bad. Now I know that there are painkillers and those injections and everything.
Spray.
The spray, but Jofra Archer 150 plus.
Yeah, it's not easy. Let me tell you a story about pain. This was, who's calling? Sachin. No, it's okay. I'll call him back.
Okay.
So again, let me tell you a Sachin story. So this was Mumbai, 2004. 2004? 2004, 2005 Australia series, yes. So Sachin was undergoing that tennis elbow period. The worst period of his life. Exactly like, the Karun Nair saying, give me one chance.
Yeah.
Sachin used to actually tell God, give me one chance. That I want to go back on that cricket pitch one more time. I don't want to give it up with this tennis elbow. Give me one chance. And he used to drive around Bombay at 2 a.m. in the morning alone, just to get his depression
Clear his
sorted.
mind, yeah.
He was depressed. He was seriously depressed because he says, he's always batted well. He says, I'm hitting a full-blooded shot and the ball is not even going past point. I was hitting like a child. Despite me trying my best to hit those shots, all I could do was hit towards point or towards cover. There was no power. There was no power.
30 years.
Yeah, and you're not even getting to cross those barriers and whatever. So Sachin
That's
was
harsh.
struggling, literally struggling. Now, what was interesting there? What was interesting there is when the doctor asked him the India-Australia series, third test match, Wankhede, in which India won by 7 runs. So the doctor asked him, he said, I want to play. So the doctor asked him, why are you saying this? Do you not realize? Do you not realize what you are going through? How can you play? So the doctor asked him, how important is this? And his answer was, this is more important than my own wedding reception. So the doctor was completely confused. He said, what are you talking about? He says, no, I want to play. This is as important as that. So the doctor somehow gets him ready, painkillers and injections and this and that, and he goes to bat. VVS and him batting, And he says the pain is coming back in a way that I could not move the elbow. So he asks for painkillers. Okay, now this is the best part. So he gets the painkillers. You ask him if you meet him today, and he'll tell you the story. He says, I'm biting the painkillers, and usko chaba gaye. I said, what are you talking about? He said, no, because I thought.
It dissolves faster.
He says, no, it'll impact me
Yeah.
than my gulping it down.
Yes.
So he actually bit the painkillers and he had them so that it would somehow
Dissolve
alleviate his
faster,
pain.
yeah.
And he did that, and he went on to score 57, which was a man cricket 57 with VVS 70. That's Tendulkar. That's pain threshold. That's pain threshold. And
Absolutely.
because I've seen this, Anil Kumble with the broken jaw. I've seen Sachin Tendulkar multiple times
Was
do
that
it.
broken hand? Was that Graham Smith?
Oh, many times. People with a broken. Why? Okay, Sachin Tendulkar. Tell me why Gurshar. This is a good story. Anybody you know why Gursharan Singh will forever be very, very close to Sachin Tendulkar? Do you know the story?
No, I don't.
So Gursharan Singh, Sachin Tendulkar's first Irani game. By the way, he got 100 in the Ranji, he got 100. So all the domestic, and he plays Irani and then gets selected for Pakistan. 16 years old. So Sachin Tendulkar is batting in the 90s. Gursharan Singh has a broken hand. Raj Singh Dungarpur, here, his house. Raj Singh Dungarpur goes to Gursharan and says, whatever you do, get this kid to the 100. Gursharan Singh with a broken hand, bat in one hand, comes out to bat to give Tendulkar company to take him to the 100. Colin Cowdrey did that here. Now, Sachin gets that 100 thanks to Gursharan Singh. Gursharan Singh's benefit game, he was somewhere not even remotely there. Gursharan Singh tells him, my benefit game, without even batting an eyelid, did not even tell him, flies 2-3 flights, lands up to play that benefit game because he owes it to Gursharan Singh. Sachin Tendulkar.
What a man. What a man. But I was thinking we can also take some comments because we have been...
ये लीजिए.
नहीं बोर हो रही हूँ मैं स्टोरी सुन रही हूँ यार सोनी सिंह गार्गी बोर हो रही है
अगर ये स्टोरी में ये बोर हो जाएगी तो क्रिकेट कैसे सीखेगी
गार्गी व्हाट्स योर प्रेडिक्शन फॉर टुडे आई डोंट वांट टू जिंक्स इट okay let me reverse jinx it I don't know why as much as I want KL Rahul to do well I have a feeling he's going to go out early just this
if
little
KL,
bad
if
feeling
KL
that you
gets
get.
out early, India all out for 250.
Yeah.
If KL gets out early, I don't see India surviving against the battery of Jofra Archer, Chris Wokes and Bryden Cass. I don't see that happening. KL Rahul has to be out there.
I know we're talking pain threshold, but if Rishabh Pant, no, I don't think so. He was hitting those boundaries. He was squares and pulls. I think he will come out because a lot of people are saying, what if Rishabh Pant comes out later, NKR comes in first, Washington Jaddu. No, I don't think so. I think Rishabh Pant he आएंगे and because he was
Yes, कल आ गए यार वो.
He was in discomfort, but now you've had one more day of rest. So in total 2 days of rest now.
No, more importantly, कल शाम को आ गया वो. कल 2 net by the way.
मार रहे थे भाई.
No, but 2 net session किया
उसने.
उसने.
He did that.
So when you are saying Rishabh Pant will come out or not, he did 2 net sessions yesterday. One in the morning when he was trying to bat. That is when the call was taken that he will keep or not because he was still in very serious pain. And then I'll tell you exactly when he finished the net session because I'll tell you exactly which ball also. The ball that got Jaiswal out, he finished the net session right at that ball. Because the ball, when Karun Nair was facing his first ball, Rishabh came inside the ground and was walking from under our press box and going towards the other side, towards the change room. So the ball that Karun Nair was actually batting, first ball, that's when Rishabh finished in at least a half an hour, 45-minute net session.
Yes, he did. Absolutely. So he was actually very warmed up. And being warmed up actually helps you sort of helps the injury. If something is hurting in your body as an athlete and if you're warmed up enough, like Rishabh Pant was doing, getting that net session, you actually, that pain sort of goes down. I don't know the science behind it, but I've used it in my own, playing days as well, that as much as you warm up your body, so your pain threshold goes up or you start feeling the injury less, something of that sort happens. Maybe it's a placebo effect, who knows.
Of course, he's leader. He will know that with this pain, if he comes out there and makes a telling contribution to the Indian team, no one will. Imagine the kind of impact it might have on the team's psyche and the game.
Yeah.
Rishabh will want to do that. No one's saying he'll be able to do that. He might even get out first ball. That's cricket for you. Gets a gem, Jaffer from Jofra Archer, edges out. But that's not the point here. The point is the effort, the intent, the decision to come out and bat. I don't see Rishabh flinching from that at all.
Okay, Jayesh Joshi is saying, Boria sir, we love you. I believe we are far behind the game. What is your view? Yes, we are on the back.
We are not
Definitely.
far behind. We are behind because add another 50 runs to this, and you're not behind. So England was 250 for 4. It reduced to 273 for 7. Jayesh, remember this. The last 3 wickets added 115 runs. So when you say 273 for 7, can you get there? Yes, you can. You are already 150 for 3. Can you get with another 4 wickets to 275? Yes, you can. But then, can your last 3 add 100 runs? No, they can't. That is why these 4 batters, the sun's coming, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's in my. It's in your
and it's speaking through here. So,
what do we even do? Step.
नहीं
one.
बीच में आप नहीं कर सकते हो
अब
लोग आ
बहुत
जाएंगे
जगह है, बहुत जगह है.
नहीं, it's again coming straight. Your height is helping you, it's not helping me.
I'm also standing 2 steps.
No, so
Ahead of you.
wherever I stand,
Step
no,
closer.
it's anyway, doesn't matter. So the point that doesn't matter.
Let's
It's
go
okay.
there.
It's okay. Don't worry. Let's focus on the show. So
Yeah.
the point that we are both trying to make is, if India gets and you know where India has an advantage, Jayesh. India has an advantage because England came out against the second new ball, and Jasprit Bumrah got movement. He spoke about it. Top of off Test match cricket. He got Joe Root with that ball coming in. The pace had quickened a bit. England is coming out with a 43-over-old ball. It will not do. However, anybody comes and says it will not even do 10% of what a new ball does. That's where India has an advantage today with this middle order. And I think India will compete. Unlike what Gargi feels, I think we are going to see real intense battle in the first 2 sessions, and India will get
I want
past
to see
300.
that. I want to see that.
I think it'll happen.
I just have this bad feeling, or maybe it's just a little bit
No,
of,
possible.
Yeah.
I mean, one good ball, England will believe they can. But even if that happens, I see the Indian middle order, lower middle order, not getting
But at
rolled
this
out.
point, because the ball is old, 43 overs old, I don't see it impacting KL Rahul that much. If KL Rahul flawlessly can negate that Jofra Archer spell and that Chris Woke spell, I think he can make it today.
अभी तो बोल रहे थे premonition हो रहा है.
नहीं, एक feeling आ रही है does not mean I don't want KL.
Fingers
to do
crossed.
well.
No,
Yeah.
obviously, you will want it. But the point is, when you analyze it, this is not as difficult as
It's
facing
not.
a Bumrah with the new ball.
Exactly.
So the point, look, an Archer is a champion. He can produce a special delivery any
Out of
point.
nowhere, yeah.
So is Vokes. They will try multiple things like they tried with Shubman. They got the keeper up, they placed the field close and induced the edge. That was a brilliantly tactically, strategically done move which paid dividends. Against KL Rahul, can you try that? KL Rahul was very smart. Every time they tried that, he played that uppercut over slip. He guided it past gully. He started scoring runs in that area. And all of a sudden, again, Jamie Smith had to go back. They tried it. They even tried it with Rishabh Pant multiple times. So, India will have to be street smart also. Whenever England tries a strategy, you have to break momentum and you have to try your counter strategy against England.
Absolutely. Okay. Ganesh is saying, Gargi, this team India is more responsible. I agree. This is a very changed team from what we saw in Australia. This is a much more united team, a much more coordinated. There are a lot of discussions, and we spoke about this too. First of all, let's go back to the very start of the series. Shubman Gill coming out in that press conference, his first press conference as the captain, as the Test captain of India, and he says, "I want there to be a healthy environment in the team. I want there to be security. I want there to be open communication." And you know that Shubman Gill, in that sense, is a very good leader, because that's the feedback we get from players or teams that he's leading, be it an IPL, be it a domestic team, or whatever you want.
Vikram was also saying that when I was having a chat with
Exactly.
Vikram the other day. Vikram
His
Solanki
speech-
from Gujarat Titans was saying exactly this about Gill when I was having a chat
And
the
I've-
day
and
before
I've-
the match, I think. Yeah.
And I've heard it from multiple young players who have said that Shubman Gill, when it comes to communication, is a very good leader. He keeps it all open. He doesn't, there are no secrets, or he doesn't hide anything from it. And the second fact is, you see a Rishabh Pant stepping up. You see that now that KL Rahul has clarity that he did not have back in Australia of his batting position, he's coming into his own. He's much more confident and self-assured. And Bumrah, as always, is there to back the younger ones up. Mohammad Siraj, the kind of responsibility that he's taken, uh, he's not only performing well himself, but he's also taking an Akashdeep with him. He's also in that last game was supporting Prasidh Krishna as much as he could, talking to him every single delivery, staying, fielding at mid on, and sort of talking to him after every single delivery. So when you look at this team India, it looks much more unified than what we saw 6 months ago.
I kind of agree with that assessment with a couple of interesting points there. I think when she makes the point about carrying the team, carrying the team and leading the team and all that, I also sense and in particular about KL Rahul, knowing KL Rahul very well, he's not one of those flamboyant characters. He's not. I mean, yes, you will see his Instagram posts and sitting with in a flashy environment and showing off his tattoos and all that. That's not KL Rahul. That is a put-on persona of KL Rahul. If you know the guy, he's an introvert. He's an absolute introvert. I think no Virat, no Rohit in that change room is actually helping KL Rahul. Because KL Rahul all of a sudden gets that sense that people are watching me for a change.
Okay.
That it's not about Kohli, it's not about Rohit. I am the centerpiece now. I will not be told go bat number 3, go bat number 5, go bat number 6. I'll be kicked up and down the order because there are more bigger names or alpha males in this change room. I think it kind of helping KL Rahul to get that additional responsibility which this Indian side is giving him. And I think KL Rahul is using that well. You see him much more involved, even after dropping that catch, continuous clapping, going up to Gill when Pant was not there, ideating with Gill, strategizing with Gill. You could see KL Rahul very hands-on involved in that game yesterday. That's the point. KL Rahul is a different kind of person now compared to what he was in Australia. He would know that his position is uncertain. He would know that he would be the sacrificial lamb at some point, wherever people wanted, okay, KL can bat 6, KL can bat 3.
KL can open.
Yeah, exactly. KL can open. It doesn't work like that. I think that has helped KL Rahul, that now there's no Kohli, there's no Rohit Sharma, and he is looked upon as that senior guy, somebody who's being given far more responsibility in this Indian setup.
All right. Nikhil Kumar is saying people question Bumrah and Rishabh Pant daily, but they've proven themselves. Bumrah, how did Bumrah have to prove himself? I don't understand this. Give the rest of the team.
No, but people will judge. Bumrah made this point in the presser. You will judge. Everybody is judged. If you are a public person, everybody is judged. Everybody is judged. But the point is, no one, and this is a personal thing. You don't care for such judging. As long as you are true to your conscience and do your work to the best of your ability. Bumrah knows his job is to go and do what he does best, bowl to the best of his ability. Suppose he doesn't get wickets in 2 innings. What happens? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He comes back and takes 4 more.
Boss, that's what it is. You will not get 5 every innings. You might have 2 catches dropped or 3 catches. Siraj could have taken 2 more.
Yeah.
Siraj could have had a 4 for. He did not. He got a 2 for. But that's the point. In sport, you will be judged. Not in sport, in public life, you will be judged by people. I get weird comments.
Yeah.
All the time. Some stupid comment there, here. But you will be judged. It is not about that. All you need to do is focus on what you are there for. Do this show. Do your job. Write, prepare, plan, execute. That's what it is. That's public life for you. Gautam Gambhir gets judged every day. Every single day, you will see Gautam Gambhir being up. He doesn't even care. He knows his job is to coach India. To the best of his ability to coach India, he'll go and do that.
Virat Kohli,
every
the
day.
best of this generation, gets hit or let's say gets judged for everything that he does.
Anyone.
Every single day, out on the field.
Somebody put out a tweet. I saw a thread day before yesterday. When has Sachin Tendulkar won you a match? I mean, and after that first day when I had put out that piece with Sachin, somebody put out a comment saying, when has Sachin Tendulkar won India a cricket match? What do you say to that?
All right.
Yeah.
You say nothing.
Nothing. You just let it be.
What do you even say?
You don't
What
say.
do you even say? I don't know if you see if you know about it, Rick and Morty. Do you know about that TV series? It's an animated TV series. It's absolutely peculiar, weird characters and all of that. But there's this one sentence and he's a public figure. The Rick is a public figure. So when he's getting a lot of negativity, he goes on. I don't remember the exact context, but he's getting a lot of hate in the public space, and he says, "I don't care. No, I don't care for your booze. I've seen what you guys cheer for."
And I mean, I've seen that. I've seen that with my life. For 2 years, I was the most hated media person in India. Look at it now.
Now it
I mean,
changed.
you have seen but don't take that seriously.
No,
Which is what I keep saying. Don't take hate seriously. Don't take praise seriously. Just do your job, stay humble, move on.
Thompson D. Cruz is saying, "You look like a strawberry cake,"
I wish.
and
I
also
wish.
says, "Great coverage."
I wish. Would have appreciated if I went to Wimbledon and had that strawberry with cream for that Alcaraz versus Sinner final.
But we're having some great scones and cream.
You tried it yesterday
Yes,
also?
I did.
Oh wow, I didn't
I didn't
yesterday.
try it day before. I tried it yesterday. Yes.
Yesterday we were at tea doing that football stuff, which is why I was entirely focused on that ISL
Yeah.
breaking and
No,
all
I
of
got
that.
it much later.
No, I went back and I was writing that
Because
football. I told you na
I
football
got
video
a few
भेजो.
threats from a lot of people कि ये try करो.
ये
ऐसे
कौन है?
बहुत लोगों ने बोला कि what are you even restricting yourself for? How many
वो
times
मत
are you
कर.
going to be at Lords?
Which is true.
Eating scones. Just eat it. And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? You have a point.
Correct.
I will go and get myself. So I split the scone down the middle. I spread some strawberry jam and then
You're a good girl.
then the cream, and then I just
You're a
had the
good
time
girl.
of my life.
You're a good girl. Now you are a fitting girl who has deserved the right
I
to
won't
join
have
the
it
team.
today.
No, that's okay. I mean, once in a while is fine, but you are a
Yeah.
good girl.
Okay. Play cricket fan. Hey team, question. Why can't we play on a pitch which has low bounce like this pitch?
What do you mean?
Does it have low bounce?
No, it doesn't.
It's not carrying sometimes.
But
does not
sometimes
mean,
look, think of the Jofra
Yeah.
balls where he's taken here.
It does
think
not
of
mean
some of
that
the
it's a
Jasprit
low
balls.
pitch.
No,
It's
no.
not a low pitch. Hope Pant and
Good morning.
KL.
Good morning.
Are,
You look nice.
Are you awake?
You look nice. You look nice. Rohan's in a suit.
Okay. Hope Pant and KL plus all-rounders will score to the best of their effort and get some lead. Hopefully. Lead, I think, is difficult at the moment.
Very far at this point. You know,
Yeah.
that's not how Test cricket is played. Test cricket is played half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, session by session, drinks break to drinks break, 5-over spells to 5-over spells. That's how you calibrate. Ask Rahul Dravid, ask VVS Lakshman. That partnership they would calibrate in Kolkata every 5 overs. Play it out, then calibrate. 10 overs, play it out. Let's not give Australia a wicket in this session, play it out. That's what India needs to do. Not bad. Not
That's
bad.
Mukesh, right?
Yeah, Mukesh.
Yeah.
Good stuff. In front of the Lord's Tavern. Not bad.
I'm sure a lot of people are
Good fun, good fun.
getting pissed at the moment.
Imagine St. John's Wood. Imagine St. John's Wood on a Saturday morning and you get this. Fantastic. That's Indian cricket, folks.
Okay. Thoughts on the ball change? Oh my god,
Nonsense.
not again. After 12 overs only,
Nonsense.
not even 12, 10 overs, and we were given soft old ball. You're not going to get the exact same ball anyway. That's the thing about getting your ball, getting the ball
Are they
changed.
still arguing about that?
And
People
yeah,
are
I mean,
still talking about it.
and after 46 balls, you get it changed again.
That's
Not a good
because
look for
the
cricket.
first
Not
one
at
was
all.
bad.
If you were
Not at
introducing
all.
someone to cricket for the first time, there was a very funny thing from the BBC, somebody saying,
Why don't you come here and tell
Yeah.
the viewers?
Having not watched cricket, somebody said, having not watched cricket before, I was very interested to see the sport of putting a ball through a small hoop again and again and again. And I quite enjoyed the batting in between as well. It's like, that's what it is. It's great.
Yeah, and Dilip Jijodia says to us, come on, I would suggest that the Duke's owner and the administration to really put their minds to it because it's unfair.
It's-
At the end of the day, whichever team, yesterday India suffered, could have been England. The point is this is not international sport or how it should be played.
Must be sorted.
Yeah,
It must be sorted out.
absolutely. I mean, a cricket ball getting changed after 10 overs, another ball getting changed after 46 deliveries. twice you've broken momentum. You are slowing the pace
There's no
down.
guarantee what you're going to get is any better.
You now have doubt.
Sorry,
You now have
No, it's
doubt
all right.
right through this series. We have seen balls change twice every innings in Leeds, twice every innings in Edgbaston, and we are now seeing it again. This is not a good advertisement for Test cricket by any stretch of imagination, and that's where the Duke's owners. That's where the Duke's owners are. That's where the Duke's owners need to get it right. That's where the ECB, that's where the administration needs to get it right. Because of the ball, yesterday, Bumrah had picked 3. Now, who can say that India would have not run through the English tail? Because of the ball change, the focus went to the ball and not what they needed to do out there. Shubman was seen the first drinks break, the entire drinks break, he was with Paul Rifle and Shoikov arguing about the ball. That's not what the Indian captain needs to do. That's not what the Indian team deserves, especially when its vice captain is not out there. You want the captain to be in a huddle. You want the captain to talk to the boys as to what the job at hand is. That did not happen. And that's where India lost momentum. Now you might say, why was India arguing? Come on, boss. You're talking about a ball that is getting D-shaped after every 10 overs. What are you supposed to do? Carry on? And the fact that India was right was proved when that ball did not pass through that gauge.
46 deliveries. Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
He's normally a very cool customer, and he suddenly looked very animated.
Yeah.
It wasn't right.
I mean, it's frustrating for everyone involved.
Indian captain was busy right through that first drinks break talking to the 2 umpires. Rishabh was not out there in the middle. Jasprit had picked 3. Look, Jasprit is a different bowler. He can do anything with anything. But what about the others? When it impacts you, every time the ball is being thrown to the umpire, you know that this is not the perfect ball that you're bowling with. You know that the new ball has been changed after 10. You actually know that the ball you've got is somewhat older.
Exactly. And for the bowlers also, they're getting used to that ball and then it's changed twice in the matter of 18 overs. How is that fair on
Not
anyone?
even 18. You actually say 8 because it's got changed at 10 and then no, 8. So in 8 overs, twice.
8 overs, twice.
Exactly. So at the end of 10 and at the end of 18. So you're talking about 2 balls being changed between 8 overs.
That's unfair. That's just unfair. And I do not understand the explanation that Jajodia gave yesterday about the ball being hit too hard these days in the modern era of cricket. That does not make any sense. I don't understand why that would lead to.
So why was the Kookaburra not changed in Australia?
I don't know.
Why is it that the SG ball is not being changed in India? Why is it happening with the Duke's ball? I mean, there are multiple ball makers in the world. In Australia during the Border Gavaskar Trophy, was anybody hitting any less? No. So why was the ball not being changed every 10 overs or 15 overs? Will it be changed in the Ashes again when England travels down under? No. So if the Kookaburra is not getting changed, if the SG ball is not getting changed, why is it that the Dukes is getting changed? Because there's a problem with the Dukes ball. It's as simple as that. My point is, when there is a problem, address the problem. Don't try and skirt around the problem.
There was a fault with the leather, is what I've heard.
Whatever it is, look, we are not ball experts here to try and decode.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
But the point is, there is an issue, and it's in front of everybody.
Yeah.
The umpires changed it twice. Why? Because the umpires realized that the ball has lost shape. Otherwise, the umpires have no business to try and change a 10-over-old new ball.
The gauge is your biggest bet.
So the fact is, introspect, address, solve. That's it. Simple. Introspect, address, solve. Don't give me the bullshit that, everything is fine and somebody is hitting harder, somebody is hitting less hard. What are you talking about? This is the age. Come on, sports science.
Presumably say that, they make a hard ball,
Yeah.
We don't need to think.
I mean, Dukes is a lot of pedigree. One of the most respected ball makers in the world. This could just be a batch which is an aberration.
Could be.
Address it and solve it, because this is one of the most high-profile cricket series being played in the world. India versus England is now as big as the Ashes. In terms of commercial value, even more. So when you think in terms of that, you think in terms of the commercial significance of this series. Lords sold out. Edgbaston sold out. Leeds sold out. Television rights, massive money. ECB will make millions because India is touring. BCCI worth 2.2 billion. That's the kind of value we are talking about, and you cannot have a cricket ball derail that series. That little gauge that is kind of taking over our lives. I'm sorry, that can't happen.
How many people watching back in India?
Oh, huge. The viewership back home. You can understand from the number of Indian journalists here now and close to 50 plus journalists have traveled for this series.
Yeah.
It's the major news event in India back home at this point.
Are you broadcast?
Huge.
Are you broadcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
It's massive.
you try. I'm print, and I'm the worst thing of all, which is an Englishman who writes for Americans, and so there's not. I can't file anything because they don't know what I'm talking about.
I've had
you,
this.
It's a real.
I've had this experience when I was teaching at the University of Chicago.
Right.
About the first hour, I said cricket. Somebody put their hand up and said, "Professor, what are you talking about? What is this sport?" And my entire 3-hour seminar class, it was a PhD class.
Went out the window.
How much your language?
अभी तारा है अभी तारा है हाँ अभी एक मिनट में आएगा
Realize that your language and the whole rhetoric is infected with cricket, and suddenly I can't use any of that ever. It's actually quite a problem.
Okay.
Comments?
Yes. आप comment लो.
Don't want to ignore any comments here. Don't want to. Hopefully, we've not missed any super chats. If we have, please let us know, and I will
Amit को एक बार phone
scroll
करो
to
तो.
the top. He's coming. He said he's coming. I think he'd gone to the park, so he's walking back now.
Hey, hi, I'm Bhushan from TV9.
Yeah, we are live.
We are live. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
आप थोड़ा करो. I'll just ask him. ये लो.
Okay. Then how will you call him? Acha, okay. The mic. All right. It's you and me again. Let's see. Why don't we use Reader's Ball in England? Well, Duke's Ball has history. It's been the manufacturer in England. It's one of the 3 legacy manufacturers, so doesn't make sense to change it. It's a faulty batch for sure. It's an aberration, but there needs to be a change here. Let's go. Let's see the comments. You can drop in your comments now because I will talk to you guys now. So I'm saying I don't agree with Bhuria sir in KL Rahul point that his batting order is not fixed because to save him and take him to 11, otherwise I think KL is not justified. Number of matches he got with the stats. No, Soham, you have to understand that KL Rahul 5 minutes away. Soham, you have to understand that KL Rahul is the best batter at the opening positions. Now what has happened is throughout the past few years, we've seen because of Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli in that team and a lot of other batters, KL Rahul was the only one being sent up and down the order, and that seriously impacted his rhythm, his confidence.
Have a good day.
Take care, you too.
And his game. Now that you have security, and that is something that Shubman Gill spoke about. We're live. And Shubman Gill spoke about the security. KL Rahul, now that he knows he's only got to bat at the opening position, look at how well he's doing. Even in that Border Gavaskar Trophy, the first match that he played at the opening position, he did so well. Soham is saying that.
What is the question?
Soham is basically saying, because we said that KL Rahul being sent up and down the order, which is why he did not perform well. He's saying that with the stats that he had, it is not justified the kind of long rope that he got. But you have to understand why.
One second. Simple answer. In Australia, you got 100 in the first test match.
Yes, opening.
So forget the stats for a while. And I respect the fact that you're talking about a 34 average. Going by the 34 average, Shubman Gill should not have been your captain here. Number 1. Number 2, in Australia at Perth, KL Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal won you that test match. Agree? KL Rahul was sensational in that series and in the first test. And he played outstandingly well in that test match, right? You agree? Now under what circumstance do you change his batting order in the next test? Tell me. When has it happened that an Indian opening pair has actually won you a game at Perth? It happened in Australia this time round in November of 2024. Yashasvi Jaiswal, 100, KL Rahul managed to win you a game at Perth. It happened. And thereafter you changed his batting order because you had to accommodate Rohit. That's the point. While I'm not criticizing. I'm not criticizing.
He's coming. Amit is coming.
I'm absolutely not saying that, but you have to understand, you must understand that someone who has contributed in an Indian win as an opening batter has been moved around in Australia 6 months back.
Not twice.
Forget the past. That particular series, he made it count and he was moved. Now think Virat Kohli being moved around. All of a sudden after that Perth 100, you tell Kohli, no, not 4, go 6. You tell Rohit, no, you know what, you go there. It changed again when Rohit decided to go down, right? It changed again because the Indian captain was not informed. So let's not be unjust to KL Rahul. In the past, he has not done justice to his talent is a fair comment. But in the recent past, the way he has improved and embraced Test match cricket and the way he is batting this series also the way he started in Australia has been absolute top notch. Make no mistake about that at all.
Absolutely not. More comments. India's fielding and field placement were worse. Look at, oh gosh. Please help Shubman and Rohit. What happened?
What happened?
Not sure.
What happened?
I don't know. Just someone said, please help Shubman and Rohit.
Why?
That's all.
What for? What happened?
I'm
Can-
sure nothing happened. They are being followed by a drunk guy. They are two. Rohit is 6 foot plus.
They are being
Shubayan goes to
followed by
the
a
gym.
drunk guy.
They will
Central
handle
London,
themselves.
of course. And
course
you want
they've
you
been
want
followed
you
by
want
a drunk
Gargi
guy.
to go and handle the drunk guy in place of Shubhan and Rohit. Now that's a really good suggestion. I mean, I actually take that suggestion. Gargi, why don't you go and rescue?
I could. I probably could.
In what way? Tell me. This is enthralling.
Just throw them off.
Throw
them
who off?
as not throw them off, but do something so confusing that even they get confused.
Yeah.
Which is I'm completely capable of doing.
ये करो, मैं कर रहा हूँ.
Is Amit here?
Yeah, he's there.
Finally.
What happened?
The drunk guy is not letting them do the live. Our producer Neil, who's at the back end, is letting us know what is going on. Gosh, I wish I could watch that stream right now because, as annoying as it is for them, it will be entertaining for us. Where are they? I can't see them. I can't see them around. Damn. Usually at this time they come from over here and we can actually catch sight of them, but I can't see Shubman and Rohit around anywhere else. Rohit Juglan getting abused by a drunk guy, Hindi channel live. Oh. Okay. Help Boria sir and ma'am. We don't know where they are, that's the problem. And because we're all live from all our devices, we can't reach them. They are informing the police. That's the best option then. That's the best option. The police here are very, very cooperative and they help with the issues like that. Okay, now back to the cricket. Some more cricket questions, please, so we can sit and talk. Oh, that's racist slurs. That's bad. That's bad. I'm sure the police will help in this matter then, for sure. Are you going to Wimbledon final? Don't think so. Ajay Pandit. And I was just checking if I can see Shubman and Rohit. That's not him. Okay. Ajay Pandit. India's fielding and field placement were worse. Look at England's field placement. Totally attacking and excellent fielding. Well, I think I know what you're talking about. I think you're talking about when Jamie Smith and Bryden Cast were batting and the field was completely opened up. Is that what you're talking about, Ajay? Or are you talking in general? Because otherwise, I think the field was very good and Shubman Gill had actually placed very good fields. But if we're talking about the Jamie Smith and Bryden Cast thing when they were batting and the field was completely opened up, that was for a reason. If you watched closely, Shubman Gill was actually doing that when Jamie Smith was on strike, so he could take a single or a double, take a single and get Bryden Cast on the strike, and then you could get him out. That was the strategy behind that. Rishabh Pant and KL played long partnership innings in 2018 in Oval. Both scored hundreds. If they repeat some, Rookie Techie has said that. Rookie Techie, that's what you expect out of KL Rahul and Rishabh Pant at this point. Now look, KL Rahul, conventionally very traditional batter. He is very, very capable of playing conventional test cricket. On the other hand, you have a Rishabh Pant who will play those shots, who will give us a few heart attacks, will give the Indian fans a few heart attacks with some audacious shots. But at the same time, that's who Rishabh Pant is. he will put the pressure back on the opposition. But from what we saw at Edgbaston, he is also very capable of restraining himself and knowing, and he is very self-aware at this point that India needs him to do well. Even KL Rahul. Now KL Rahul here can play a Joe Root sort of innings, can play an anchor innings, and the rest of the batters can bat around him. But Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul will have to step up today because they are on the back foot. India is on the back foot at this point, and they will have to make sure that they get a 150, 200 run partnership, because that is what is necessary and what is needed, or let's say at least expected of them, because they've been batting so long throughout this series. The ball is old, the ball is 43 overs old, it's lost its lacquer. Yes, Jofra Archer is there. Yes, Jofra Archer is there. Yes, there are a few good bowlers, but at the same time, the ball is old. So you've got to take you've got to take advantage of the situation that you have at hand, and make sure that you put pressure back on England. I'm trying to get out of the sun that is in my face right now. This Suman Awasthi is saying this has been going on with Duke's ball for a long time. ECB should try SG test ball and see how it performs in English conditions. I don't see the possibility of that. I don't see a huge possibility of that happening for some reason. I think they'll stick with Dukes, but there will be questions asked for sure. There will 100% be questions asked. Yesterday as well, we did an exclusive interview with the Dukes ball owner, Dinesh Jijodia, and you know, the CEO, I'm not sure of his position, but Dinesh, hi, but with Jajodia, and he was saying that, you know, we can't change the ball overnight. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
We'll give you again. I will be gracious enough to give you mic.
Yes,
a
thank
mic.
you so much.
We are talking about the Duke's ball, and what Dinesh Jajodia.
Vijay,
Vijay,
I also forgot his name. Dilip Jajodia.
Dilip
See,
Jajodia.
Dilip uncle is a dear friend of mine. Since last so many years, I am visiting here in England, and he's always.
What is his
It's a
position?
pleasure. He's a owner of the company.
Owner, right? So I said it right.
Yeah,
I
owner.
thought I
Yeah,
said it
perfect.
wrong.
And his son Sanjay. I think he is also have the valid point. He says that nowadays the weather has been changed, and the leather has been coming from some I don't know, buffalo or cow's leather is coming because of the weather change. The situation of a ball is slightly changed, and regarding the tweet of Stuart Broad, he has tweeted yesterday. He was saying that Stuart Broad has got retired couple of years back, बट उसके पहले 3 साल स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड ने जो विकेट लिए हैं वो इसी तरीके के बॉल से लिए हैं एंड स्टुअर्ट ब्रॉड इज सेइंग सिंस लास्ट 5 years the problem they are facing. So I think this is the problem which they are facing. Yeah, just hang on, I'm just coming in.
Okay, all right. Crisis on the other end. Let's see. Okay, has the situation with Rohit and Shubman, is the situation better now, or are they still being harassed by the drunk man? I'm not sure. They're not here for sure. They're not on this road at all, or I would have seen them. I would have spotted them, but they don't seem like that they're anywhere close to us. Hopefully, the situation. They call the police. Okay, they call the police. The police should be able to handle this at this point. And police came. Okay, it's sorted. Okay, that's great then. That's great. That's great. All right. Okay, thanks for all the updates, guys. It sometimes gets bad here in England, and this is something we have been sort of struggling with a little bit here or there. We're not saying all experiences are bad, but what happens is, because there's such a drinking culture, some people just go, they go past their boundaries, they go past their limits, and sort of their bad side comes out, and you end up getting harassed, or sometimes you run into racist people, something of that sort happens. But it's not something that applies to everyone. People here have also been very, very welcoming as well, very warm. But at the same time, um, there is an alcohol, there is a drug problem, brewing here. So let's leave it at that. Rohit is fighting. Why is Rohit fighting? Okay. Rajesh Subramanian is saying the moment Rohit retired and KL got a fixed batting position as opener, he looks much more promising and consistent. That's what we've been saying. Your thoughts on this? What was the reason? His now, if you look at it, KL Rahul and his position, his batting position in the Indian batting lineup had been changed so many times. How can you humanly expect a batter to perform consistently when their position is being changed so many times? How do you mentally deal with that? How do you change your game over and over again? Because we think that it's easy to go from 2 to 4, it's easy to go from 6 to back to opening position, but it's not. The thing is, with every position, your game plan changes, the way that you bat changes, the way that you think changes. So even if you're going into a net session, even when you're not on tour, if I am an opener, if I am a KL Rahul and I know that in the next series, which is 1 month away or 2 months away, I will open the batting, then I will every single day go into that net session or into that practice session, simulating opening the innings for the team. Now, what happens is, and this is what I presume happens with KL Rahul, because his position ends up being changed so many times, is that preparation goes out the window, and suddenly in the middle of the tour, you've practiced to open the batting lineup for the past 2 months, and suddenly you're told आपको 6 पे जाके bat करना है. Now that mentally is also very difficult. Now these are capable enough players, these are international players, they have the ability to do that, and KL Rahul is a very, very versatile batter who changes his gears very well, and is capable of batting up and down the order, but at the same time it's not fair on him. That is the reason why his average has never sort of been the best. He's never looked consistent. It's because he was being pushed up and down the order so many times. Now, if you let a KL Rahul flourish in the opening position for the next couple of years, next 1-2 years, I think you might just see that average go sky high, and I think you will see a lot more consistent performances from him, because he's always had that potential. Now, remember, even when KL Rahul was not doing well, and I remember there was a time when the head coach was being accused of favoritism or whatever, of giving KL Rahul a long rope and this and that. This is why, because he has the potential to bat like that. Look at, he's been one of your most consistent batters in this series as well. So it's about clarity. It's about giving a player, like Shubman Gill said, it's about giving a player security. More questions. The Duke's ball has changed with the seam position. If we look at the balls pre-baseball era, we will get to know the difference. Okay. The guy got booked. Oh, that's serious.
That guy was apparently arrested by the
police. Yes, he was arrested. They called the police, and thankfully so. Yeah.
Rohit, two of our colleagues were being chased by a drunk, so he got arrested by the
क्या नहीं होता.
इंग्लैंड है,
इंग्लैंड है, कुछ भी हो सकता है.
इंग्लैंड कुछ भी हो सकता है.
And I'm seeing that आजकल अल्कोहल एंड ड्रग का प्रॉब्लम बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गया है.
See, basically this country is decline. मैं ज्यादा जोर से नहीं बोल सकता because we got the visa. So देखिए, और ये चीज होगी, and after this Brexit जो यूरोपियन यूनियन से यूके अलग हुआ है, उसके बाद थोड़ी यहाँ पर बेकारी ज़्यादा बढ़ गई है, एंड यहाँ पर बहुत से अदर कंट्रीज़ के नेशन के लोग आ चुके हैं कि जिसके कारण उनका काम ही ये है कि इस तरीके की चीज़ें करना. मैं ज़्यादा डिटेल्स में उस कंट्री के नाम नहीं ले सकता, बट यू गाइस कैन अंडरस्टैंड देयर न्यूसेंस. बट वी आर बैक इनटू द क्रिकेट. और मैंने जो रेव स्पोर्ट्स हिंदी पर एक स्टोरी की है, लाइक चक दे इंडिया टाइप्स, शाहरुख खान तो क्लाइमैक्स शाहरुख खान से 70 मिनट आपके लाइफ के अहम 70 मिनट. सो इट्स सिमिलर टू द इंडियन टीम दैट आपकी लाइफ के अहम 60 मिनट्स इन दिस मॉर्निंग, बिकॉज ग्राउंड पर मॉइस्चर होगा, और मॉइस्चर का फायदा जिस तरीके से कल जसप्रीत बुमराह को मिला था सेकेंड डे, आज इंग्लैंड टीम को भी मिलेगा. तो that's why I just connected both the things at 70 minutes of Shah Rukh Khan and 60 minutes of Team India. If we survive these 60 minutes, then maybe India will take the game from here. And देखिए, सबसे पहले तो हमारे यहाँ एक ड्रॉबैक ये है कि ऋषभ पंत को लगा हुआ है. सो ही इज नॉट इन दैट कॉन्फिडेंट, वो अभी भी प्रॉब्लमेटिक हैं. और इंग्लैंड टीम जो है, जोफ्रा आर्चर एंड बेन स्ट्रोक, ये यही करेंगे, आएंगे, बॉल को पटकेंगे, हाई आर्म देने की कोशिश करेंगे, ऋषभ पंत को अनकंफर्टेबल फील कराएंगे. ऐसे में अगर ये शुरुआत का 1 घंटा केएल राहुल टेक द लीड एंड इफ he keeps strikes as much as possible, then maybe कुछ ना कुछ हो सकता है. बिकॉज अगेन आज सन, मुझे लग रहा है कि थोड़ी हीट कम है, मुझे थोड़ी हीट कम लग रही है, बट एज द डे प्रोग्रेसेस मे बी ये जो है वो वैसे ही वेदर हो जाएगा जैसे कल और परसों था. सो आई थिंक दैट इंडिया को जो है संभल के खेलना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज इफ दिस फर्स्ट हाफ में इफ वी लॉस द विकेट, then our tail ender starts. Ravindra Jadeja, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Washington Sundar, and that 242 runs target is really big. Gargi, because इस विकेट पर 242 रन चेस करना, मतलब ट्रेल है, हम लोग पीछे हैं, और वो टारगेट करना मेरे हिसाब से बहुत बड़ी बात है.
अभी आई थिंक लीड लेना थोड़ा नहीं, काफी डिफिकल्ट
है. जैसे हम लोग कह रहे थे ना बर्मिंघम में कि सेट अ स्मॉल टारगेट, उसकी तरफ आगे बढ़ो. सो द फर्स्ट टारगेट इज कि आपके पास 1 घंटा है, तो 15 मिनट्स के एक सेशन ये दोनों ही बैट्समैन अगर जो है वो लगाएं, एज मच एज स्ट्राइक केएल राहुल अपने पास रखें, विकेट नहीं देनी है, बाहर के बॉल को नहीं छोड़ना है. बिकॉज इफ यू सी फ्रॉम द नर्सरी एंड, जसप्रीत बुमराह इज स्विंगिंग द बॉल इनसाइड, एंड द सेम थिंग दीज टू जेंटलमैन विल डू. आपके जोफ्रा आर्चर और बेन स्टोक करेंगे. क्रिस वोक्स यस्टरडे ही इज बॉलिंग लिटिल बिट विद अ स्लो पेस, इतना नहीं डाल रहे थे, लेकिन आज वो एकदम फ्रेशन अप होके आएंगे, आज वो डालेंगे. एंड व्हेन द बॉल गेट्स ओल्ड, मुझे लग रहा है कि शोएब बशीर विल आल्सो डू समथिंग, बिकॉज ही इज जस्ट थ्रोइंग द बॉल इन एयर वेरी स्लोली. जब स्लो पर के बॉल आएगी, विकेट ड्राई है, और अगर आपको 1-2 स्पॉट मिल गया तो अनइवन बाउंस भी होगा, अनइवन बाउंस होगा. एंड यू लुक एट द इंग्लैंड फील्डिंग पोजीशन, वो फील्ड काफी क्लोजली लगा के रखे हैं, तो अगर छोटा भी एज अगर लग जाता है, देन दे गॉट द विकेट ऑफ द क्रूशियल इंडियन बैट्समैन. तो यही सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत है गर्गी. तो अभी देखना है कि स्ट्रेटेजी क्या होती है टीम इंडिया की, क्योंकि लॉर्ड्स में वैसे भी हमारा रिकॉर्ड जो है वो मिक्स रहा है, अच्छा रिकॉर्ड रहा नहीं है. हालांकि लास्ट मैच हम लोग जरूर जीते थे, यहाँ पर विराट कोहली का वो जो एक स्टेटमेंट था, पर यहाँ पर किलिंग इंस्टेंट की कमी है इस मैदान में. और ऐसी बहुत सी चीजें हैं जो अगर ये मैच खत्म होने के बाद हम उसको स्टोरी के रूप में आगे ले आएंगे. अभी इस चीज को बोलना सही नहीं होगा. अगर इस मैच के रिजल्ट के आधार पर क्या कुछ होगा, फिर हम वो धीरे धीरे एक स्टोरी जो है वो हमारे फैंस के सामने हम लेके आएंगे.
बिल्कुल. अभी काफी लोग वेदर के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं, तो दिखा देते हैं, थोड़ा बज भी दिखा देती हूँ मैं ग्रेस गेट के सामने. सो इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट वेदर, लुक एट हाउ क्लियर द स्काई इज. देयर इज नॉट अ स्पेक ऑफ क्लाउड over here. You've got people pouring in, you've got the Lord's Tavern over there, Thomas Lord's Street, and the Tesco bus is completely covering. Okay, there we go. But you can see that the crowds are starting to pour in.
Gagi, we just showed this is the iconic gate, this called a grace gate.
Yes.
और यही ग्रेस गेट से जो तमाम सेलिब्रिटीज आती हैं, ऋषि सुनक जो थे वो गए थे, सचिन तेंदुलकर आएंगे, आज भी आएंगे. जैसे बुरेदा को उन्होंने आज टेक्स्ट करके कहा, शायद आपको पता होगा कि आई एम इन द एमसीसी बॉक्स, इफ यू वांट टू कम यू कैन कम एंड सिट विद मी, विल चिट चैट. तो तमाम लोग जो यहाँ पर आते हैं, पहले दिन क्रिस गेल वगैरह आई थी, और शायद एवरी डे जो है वो रिंगिंग बेल कोई ना कोई सेलिब्रिटी क्रिकेटर्स करता है. मेरे हिसाब से मिताली राज का भी नंबर होगा, सचिन तेंदुलकर ने तो पहले दिन किया था. तो आइकनिक आर सक्सेसफुल इंडियन वुमेन्स क्रिकेटर मिताली राज, फॉर्मर स्किपर, आईसीसी नंबर 1 रैंकर पास में रही हैं, उनका भी नंबर आएगा. तो जिस तरीके से एक ट्रेडिशन है, मक्का ऑफ क्रिकेट हम कहा जाता है. और इन्हें हम देखिए, ये हमारे टैक्सी से उतरते हुए एमसीसी मेंबर्स, अगर हम यहाँ देखेंगे, जरा आप इनको दिखाएंगे, टैक्सी से उतर रहे हैं. ये ओल्ड ट्रेडिशन देखिए लोगों का, किस तरीके से सज धज के आते हैं, एमसीसी मेंबर्स हैं, और टेस्ट क्रिकेट के प्रति इनका प्यार आपको यहाँ पर दिखाई दे सकता है. ये चीज़ें हैं, ये टेस्ट क्रिकेट को अलाइव रखती हैं. और मैदान के अंदर आप देखिए the scenario has been changed. इस मैच में हिस्टोरिकल गेम में आपको बेसबॉल देखने नहीं मिल रहा है, ये टिपिकल जो 80s के स्ट्रक्चर का टेस्ट विकेट था वो आपको दिख रहा है। थोड़ा रफ विकेट है और जिस तरीके से दोनों ही टीम जो है वो संभल के खेल रही हैं, आराम से खेल रही हैं, और उसी तरीके का हमें क्रिकेट यहाँ पर देखने मिल रहा है। लेकिन यही धीरे धीरे लोग आगे बढ़ते हुए, स्टिल द हाफ एन आवर इज लेफ्ट, द लोकल टाइम इज अराउंड 10:25, तो अब जो है 11 o'clock गेम स्टार्ट्स एंड द पीपल आर जस्ट दे आर कीपिंग देयर फिंगर क्रॉस, टुडे सैटरडे, तो कई इंडियंस के पास टिकट हैं, तो वो आए हुए हैं कि दे आर फीलिंग दैट इंडिया विल क्रॉस टू
Come on, India, we have to win today.
Definitely.
I'm Scottish. I
Oh.
don't like London, England.
परफेक्ट। देखिए,
Good luck, everyone.
you
Thank
too,
you,
you too,
you too.
cheers।
Have fun.
देखिए, दुआएं हैं भारतीय टीम के साथ, क्यों ना हो। यंगिस्तान है, शुभमन गिल की टीम है, ऋषभ पंत की टीम है, गौतम गंभीर की टीम है, हमारी टीम है, आपकी टीम है, और ये टीम आई है एक नए इरादे के साथ, नए जोश के साथ, नई उमंग के साथ। इस टीम को जीतना है।
काफी लोग कमेंट कर रहे हैं रोहित शुभायन को लेके। आई थिंक आप लोगों का स्ट्रीम थोड़ा पीछे चल रहा होगा क्योंकि सिचुएशन अब हैंडल हो चुका है, पुलिस इन्वॉल्व हो गई थी। जो आदमी उन्हें फॉलो कर रहा था और तंग कर रहा था वो अरेस्ट हो चुका है। पुलिस ने आके अपना काम जिसके और यही जो अभी हमको बोल के गए शायद वही थे।
Is it? नहीं, वो तो अरेस्ट हो गया, वो कैसे
वो
हो
तो
सकता
कह रहे थे कि पुलिस लेके गए उनको।
है? I'm not sure। नहीं, वो तो ठीक था, वो तो स्कॉटिश है, उसने बोला। वो
नहीं
ऐसा
नहीं
हो
नहीं
सकता।
नहीं नहीं नहीं
नहीं,
ये
नहीं,
तो काफी अच्छे से बात करके
No,
गए।
no,
He
no,
was
no,
not
no.
that one।
ये देखिए, मैं आपको रूल बताता हूँ, इंग्लैंड में कैसा होता है, अगर आप कंप्लेंट करते हो तो आप पुलिस के अंडर रहते
सब
हो।
कह रहे, नील भी कह रहा है कि वही आदमी था।
आई डोंट थिंक सो, मैंने तो देखा नहीं था उनको, आई डोंट नो। जो चले गए हैं तो यहाँ दोबारा वो ऐसी हरकत, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो वो ड्रंक थे। उन्होंने बड़े प्यार से बात की हमसे, उन्होंने कहा कि हम इंडिया स्वैन करके वो चले गए। सी,
सब कह रहे कि ये वही थे।
आई डोंट नो, देखिए सिमिलर
पुलिस
चेहरे हो
ने
सकते
अगर
हैं।
अरेस्ट किया
पुलिस
तो
ने अरेस्ट
फिर
किया तो
कैसे
पुलिस के पास होगा, इतनी जल्दी यहाँ पर छोड़ते नहीं है, और ये चंद मिनटों पहले का इंसिडेंट है। सो देखिए, सिमिलर फेसेस हो सकते हैं, आपको भी लग रहा
अच्छा
होगा।
छोड़ दिया था कह रहे हैं और यही आदमी थे। हमारे प्रोड्यूसर जी भी बता रहे हैं
ओह।
और सब कमेंट सेक्शन में भी बता रहे हैं कि, और हम उनके हैव अ नाइस डे बोल दिया।
मुझे नहीं पता था,
हमें
पर
नहीं
देखिए,
पता था कि यही
वी आर
आदमी है।
इंडियंस और हमको माफी करने आता है, क्योंकि देखिए उनकी गलती
नहीं,
अगर उन्होंने
हमें
मान
पता ही
ली है,
नहीं था ना कि
हमें
ये-
पता
और
नहीं था।
हमारे साथ उन्होंने कुछ भी नहीं किया।
जी
ये तो
एग्जैक्टली,
काफी
एंड इफ ही इज पोलाइट वी आर पोलाइट।
या एग्जैक्टली।
तो ये है, देखते हैं, चलिए, गॉड ब्लेस हिम, उनको अच्छी सीख दे, उनको
अच्छा,
अच्छी
he
सोच
was
दे।
not arrested. People are saying he
इंग्लैंड
was,
में बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजों में अरेस्ट होते ही नहीं है, बस पकड़ा होगा
पकड़ा होगा
और
और
उनको
उनको
warning
अलग
देके
कर
छोड़ दिया होगा,
हाँ
yeah.
बस वही हुआ होगा। What the
ठीक है।
hell?
ठीक है, देखिए गार्गी, अगेन मैच के बारे में बताइए, क्योंकि बहुत कम समय बचा है, अब तो 10:30 हो रहे हैं
10:30 हो रहे हैं ऑलरेडी
लगभग। देखिए
Okay.
मेरी तो घड़ी आगे है लगभग, हाँ 10:30 होने वाले हैं।
10:30 होने ही वाले हैं बिल्कुल। 1 घंटा 12 मिनट से हम लोग लाइव कर रहे हैं।
लाइक शेयर को सब्सक्राइब तो कर दीजिए।
हाँ।
इतनी धूप है, देखिए हम लोग काले हो रहे हैं।
अरे काले तो आप बात ही मत कीजिए। मतलब मैं सॉक्स, मेरे सॉक्स के शेप का पूरा टैन लाइन बन गया है मेरे पैरों
अभी
पे।
व्हाइट सॉक्स है, ब्लैक होने वाले हैं। लेकिन देखिए, अगर आपके लिए इतने हम मेहनत करते हैं, आप बड़े प्यारे हैं, मुझे आपको बताने की जरूरत नहीं। वी ऑल आर फैमिली
Yes.
एंड वी आर हियर सिंस मॉर्निंग जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ यू। आप ये गेम लवर हैं, आप प्यार करते हैं हमसे।
कभी किसी को पता नहीं चलता, लेकिन कभी कोई बीमार होता है, कभी किसी को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा होता है, लेकिन
आपके लिए आना
थ्रूआउट ऑल ऑफ दैट वी वर्क आवर हार्डेस्ट।
सो प्लीज, ओनली वन रिक्वेस्ट, आप लाइक शेयर और सब्सक्राइब कर दें। लाइक करिए, सब्सक्राइब करिए, डेफिनेटली जो है हमें उससे ऊर्जा मिलती है। वी आर जस्ट गेटिंग अ बूस्ट कि और आपके लिए वीडियो बनाए। और सी, ये टेस्ट मैच के बाद एक लंबा इंडियन टीम का गैप है, 4-5 दिन गैप रहेगा, लेकिन हम आपके लिए गैप नहीं ले आएंगे। हम आपके लिए वीडियोस लाएंगे, हम आपके लिए लाइव करेंगे। सो दिस इज द डेडिकेशन, ये हमारी भूख है। हमारी भूख मिट जाती है अगर आप लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करेंगे तो। वी वोंट गेट एनी फूड, यही हमारे लिए आपका प्यार ही सबसे बड़ा खाना है। तो प्लीज, देयर इज अ रिक्वेस्ट, लाइक और सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए।
लेकिन one thing I want to tell you guys about Lords, they are going all out to make us all feel welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, मैंने इतना खाना एक जगह पे कभी नहीं देखा, especially when it comes to high tea. High tea के मतलब
Bang on.
exactly. The food is incredible and one of the Well, for me, it's a surprise
Look at
because
the-
I have never been to Lords before.
have you
And
seen-
during high tea,
Haven't you seen
there
the
are-
size of pastries?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
इतना बड़ा एक पीस
अराउंड जब टी होता है उस टाइम पे कम से कम 5 अलग अलग केक्स वहाँ रखे होते हैं सबके लिए.
Gluten free भी अलग,
ग्लूटेन फ्री, वीगन,
vegan,
नॉर्मल केक्स और उसके साथ साथ
Sandwiches.
कोन्स, सैंडविचेस, ये सब. और मैं देख के मैं एक दिन बाहर आई, I was like, ये क्या हो रहा है, ये आज कुछ स्पेशल है क्या? मैं
लेकिन
सबसे
आप तो
पूछने
खाती
लगी.
नहीं है, ये तो कंप्लेंट है हमारी.
मैंने कल एक स्कोन खाया था बहुत सारे क्रीम और स्ट्रॉबेरी जैम के साथ, बस बहुत हो गया.
पर आज वीकेंड है, आज तो चीट डे 2 दिन तो
अरे!
बनता है. आज को आपको खाना पड़ेगा.
मतलब आप पूरे ही 5 दिन खिला दो.
मैं देखो अगर आप खाएंगे तो उसका असर टीम पर होगा, इंडियन टीम के पॉजिटिविटी पर. तो आप लोग भी बताइए गार्गी को खाना चाहिए कि नहीं. खाती नहीं है बेचारी. इतना अच्छा मिठाई इनके लिए, स्वीट्स. आंटी इज लाइक मदर फॉर अस. इतना बेचारी मेहनत करती हैं,
हाँ
एजेड
जी.
है, इतना वो फूड सर्व करती हैं, तो देखिए खाती नहीं है. आप इसको रिक्वेस्ट करिए प्लीज, लाइक और कमेंट में, प्लीज गार्गी खाइए.
This guy is, there is a method to his madness.
अच्छा.
He's all praise. No, there is
काफी कुछ हो गया था शायद उस लाइफ
ओ इज इट?
में.
हु इज योर फेवरेट विन विंबलडन? अरे बताइए विंबलडन का विन कोई आपको पूछा.
मैं टेनिस उतना देखती नहीं हूँ.
और अपसेट तो हो चुका है. जोकोविच लगता है यहाँ से अब जो गाड़ी नीचे जा रही है. देखिए हर एक प्लेयर का होता है, हर एक खिलाड़ियों का होता है.
हाँ, सबके
लाइफ में ये सब
it's
चीजें
life,
आती हैं.
it's sport, it's all about the up and downs. You can't always be at the top, you can't always be at the bottom.
Exactly.
It will change one day or the other.
So two biggest event in London is happening right now. The Lord's Test match and the Wimbledon is about to finish. Final आने वाला है, कल है शायद.
बिल्कुल.
कल है, तो बस तमाम एक्शन जो है, लोग फ्लाइट्स पकड़ के आ रहे हैं. इंडिया से तो इतने लोग आ रहे हैं, और अब तो सेलिब्रिटी वाला माहौल है कि मुझे लगता है इंडियन क्रिकेटर को इंडिया में बचा ही नहीं है. सारे यही हैं, और लोग सवेरे मैच देखते हैं और बाद में दोपहर को इंडियन टीम को बॉलिंग डालने आते हैं. तो ऐसी वाली चीज है. बट रियली इट्स नाइस. उन्हें they also know that when the Indian players are coming, they will get the massive publicity in social media, and the same thing is happening.
And the thing is, what happens is because Indian cricketers की fan following इतनी है, जब विंबलडन उनके पिक्चर्स डालते हैं तो शायद उनके कंटेंट से ज्यादा इंडियन क्रिकेटर्स से ज्यादा रीच मिल जाती है उनको.
Exactly.
तो इतना इंडियन कंटेंट डाल रहे हैं. ऋषभ पंत हो, विराट कोहली
अरे
हो.
तिलक वर्मा आ गए. अब तो आप देखिए मुंबई इंडियन गैंग. अभी तो इन्होंने पहले इंडियन टीम टारगेट किया, नाउ दे आर टारगेटिंग द आईपीएल गैंग्स. तो दे कॉल तिलक वर्मा, सूर्य कुमार यादव, कम वॉच द विंबलडन. तो ये तो अच्छी चीज, बिकॉज सी these are the global publicity. Global publicity. इन्हें भी पता है कि India is a nation and the maximum number of Indians are staying in UK, in London, and Indian cricketers. The IPL is most popular sports nowadays in the global. पैसा भी ज्यादा है, reach भी ज्यादा है. So that's why they are just.
I'm just looking for Shubman and Rohit. Usually इस टाइम पे इधर तक आ जाते हैं.
Yeah, but maybe they are. I don't know where they are. Might be they are
Not
in
sure.
that signal area. So वो लोग
Yeah.
वहाँ है.
Yes.
चलो now I'm just signing off. Mr. Boria Majumdar is taking over from here.
Final
And he is
comments.
here now.
Yes.
Final comments.
everybody.
Alright.
Aruni is writing to me. Everybody is asking what has happened to Rohit and Shubman.
Yeah. So apparently Rohit also in that entire chaos leaked his number. Because must have told it to the. I don't know what happened, but everyone is saying that he said his number out loud or something like that. Number leak ho gaya. Now that video is private on YouTube. Also, remember the drunk guy who just went? Did you see? No, he came on our live. He did hi and everything, and everyone started saying that this was the same guy who abused Rohit and Shubhayan.
You should have called me.
We didn't know. What would you have done?
I haven't seen him.
When he went over there, then people started. Yes, his number got leaked. Everyone started commenting.
No issues. It's an England number.
Yeah,
and it
it's
takes
fine.
1 second to get
Buy
it
a
changed.
new
I'll get
SIM.
it changed. I'll
Yeah.
get him a new SIM. I'll sort him out. Don't worry. I'll sort all of this out. This is my job as his editor and as his boss. Don't worry about it. I'll get another SIM and I'll get it changed. It's no big deal.
People are constantly calling Rohit. Bhaiya,
It doesn't
देखो यार,
matter.
आप
वो
लोग
change
भी-
कर देंगे. वो change कर देंगे. फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
Anyway, okay. Final comments before we head
Folks,
inside.
we are good enough to take care of Rohit and Shubhayan, and we will. So don't worry about that, and that's my job. Yes, I won't be there from the next couple of days onwards, But from India also, I will be able to take care of that. I know this country way too well to be able to handle that. These people are my responsibility, and all of them. So I'll get Rohit to change his sim. As far as the game is concerned, massive first session will possibly decide it. I don't even think you need to think of the second session.
No.
India gets unscathed in the first session. It won down 250 odd for 4. It's India. It's India, because thereafter India will believe India can get close and close and close. We need this first session. We need this first session. We'll sort it out.
Okay.
खत्म
All right.
करते हैं, जाके इसको
Okay,
solve
yes,
करना है।
yes. Okay, so we'll take your leave. We'll be back at lunch. Don't forget to join us then. Thank you so much for your comments and all your questions. We'll be back.